Well, now start your timer.
Aloha, Michelle Melendez, mahalo for this opportunity. For the governor's mandates, which were never laws, Exhibit J of the emergency proclamation stated that medical exemptions for not wearing a mask were allowed. On March 2nd, 2021, Police Chief Ferreira sent a letter to my friend Home Johnson that stated, Hawaii County police officers were conducting public education to the community regarding the mayor and governor's orders regarding medical exemptions to mask wearing and no documentation needed. On February 18th, 2022, officers were called to Island Naturals because two of my friends and I, due to medical exemptions, refused to hinder our right to breathe fresh air and were requesting to shop. I was excited to see the officers and immediately gave them the police chief's letter so they could see that their boss was telling the public that it is the officer's duty to inform establishments that people with medical exemptions could still shop. Not only did the officers completely disregard the letter, but they said the establishment had a right to refuse service to anyone. I told them only if they were a private membership association could they refuse the general public. If they're a public establishment, which Island Naturals is, they must serve the public and not discriminate on medical issues. After 20 minutes of debating, I left and reached out to the police chief to complain. Not only did he not reply to my numerous emails and calls, but he did not reply. Not only that, but his letter stating that the officers were going out into the public, educating the community. I've never heard of one of those educational sessions happening. Article 14, Code of Ethics, Section 14-1B, Enact and Policy, elected and appointed officers and employees should demonstrate the highest standard of ethical conduct so that the public may have confidence in the integrity of the government. How can the public have faith in their police chief if he writes a letter with no validity and that is completely disregarded by his officers? My friends and I made a complaint with the police commission on this matter, and I received a letter from them stating there was not enough evidence. I'm not sure what more evidence I could have than the absolute disregard of his officers to the police chief's letter and the police disregarding my attempts to contact him over this issue. Article 14, Code of Ethics, Section 14-4C, all persons should be treated in a courteous, fair, and impartial manner. I do not feel myself and many others I know have been treated fair, and this is not okay. This is not a communist country, and all government officials take an oath to the Constitution and to the public that this is the government for the people, by the people. Please do what is right and see that these codes of ethics are followed and honored. All people should be treated with respect by their government officials because they work for us. That is what millions have fought and died for. We have a right to speak up if our freedoms are being taken away with little or no regard for God and country.
Thank you, Michelle. Which item were you responding to?
2022-11.
Okay. It also sounds to me like what you presented this morning is material for your own petition, particularly in connection with the police department. I just suggesting that if you want to do that, you may do that. Otherwise,
Actually,
we
sir,
simply will take that information that you've given us as part of your reaction or response to that agenda item. Thank you.
This is actually in support of this petition because
Fine.
Police Chief Ferreira is one of the people on the petition.
Yes, okay, but it wasn't regarding this particular matter, but thank you. Thank you very much.